Leon was just an ordinary guy from a small town on Earth who rarely had any luck, until the day a mysterious envelope appeared in his mailbox. Congratulations! You are the rightful heir to Princess Alara of Zinta 5. Zinta 5? Princess? Heir? At first, Leon thought it was a bad joke, maybe some new kind of scam. But when a shimmering alien shuttle suddenly landed in front of his house, he quickly realized this was no joke. The doors of the shuttle opened, and out stepped Alara, a stunning woman with emerald green skin, glowing golden eyes, and an aura that made Leon's heart race. "You're Leon, right?" Her voice sounded like music, but it was the kind of music that made him nervous. He nodded silently, completely stunned. "Now you're my partner, which means everything that belongs to me now belongs to you." It turned out Alara wasn't just a princess. She was the head of a vast intergalactic empire. However, in her culture, passing on inheritance meant something very different from what Leon expected. "Our bond is all-encompassing," she explained with a slight smile that looked both innocent and full of promise. Leon felt like he'd been thrown into an adult game with no idea of the rules. "What exactly does that mean?" he asked cautiously. Alara stepped closer, her golden eyes studying him. "You'll find out," she said in a soft, almost playful voice. Their first days together were interesting. Alara seemed to have no concept of personal space and considered closeness a sign of trust, whether it was curling up next to him on the couch or standing in the kitchen while he tried to make coffee. "This is normal for us," she explained with a shrug. But Leon struggled, not just because of the cultural differences. Alara wasn't just incredibly attractive. She also had an uncanny ability to constantly test him. "Why do you keep looking at me like that?" she asked one day when she caught him staring at her shimmering hair. He mumbled something about her alien beauty, to which she smirked. "Interesting. I didn't know humans got so easily distracted. Over time, things got even more complicated. Alara had her own ideas about how their bond should work, and her hints were often bold. "In our culture, we share everything," she said one evening, sitting close to him on the couch. "Everything?" Leon wasn't sure if she was teasing or testing him. Of course, there were also political aspects that completely baffled Leon. As the princess's new partner, he had to learn to deal with her advisors, dignitaries, and even some of her former suitors. One of them, a muscular Zintan named Kale, looked at Leon with skepticism. "You're an earthling. I doubt you can keep up with Alara." Leon wanted to argue, but before he could, Alara laughed and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Don't worry, Kale. I'll teach him everything he needs to know." Days passed, and Leon slowly began to adjust to his new life. Somehow, Alara always had more surprises in store. "There's something I need to show you," she said one night, leading him to a room that resembled a private observatory. Stars shimmered through the large windows, and Alara stepped so close to him that he felt a slight tension. "No one will disturb us here," she said. Leon's heart raced. "What exactly do you want to show me?" Alara's smile was mysterious, her voice soft as she replied, "You'll find out soon." Leon had experienced many strange things in his life, like accidentally blowing up his mom's toaster or thinking it was a good idea to skateboard on a frozen lake. But nothing, absolutely nothing, could have prepared him for what awaited him in the observatory. Alara stood right in front of him, so close that he caught her subtle yet mesmerizing scent, a mix of exotic flowers and metallic notes that was strangely alluring. She smiled in a way that could mean everything or nothing. "In our culture," she began, her voice so soft it felt like a gentle breeze, "it's important that we regularly strengthen our bond." Leon felt his face flush. "Strengthen? What do you mean?" he asked, his imagination running wild. Alara tilted her head slightly, a glint of amusement in her golden eyes. "Don't worry. I'll guide you," she said, taking his hand. Her touch was warm and soothing, yet somehow electrifying. "In our culture, we share not just possessions and responsibilities, but also intimacy of the soul and body," Alara explained. Leon swallowed hard. Okay, but what does that actually mean? Alara gently pulled him towards something resembling a floating couch surrounded by holographic constellations. You see, on Zena 5, we measure strength and devotion in a very practical way, she explained, tracing her finger along the palm of his hand. Leon felt a nervous smile spread across his face. Practical sounds interesting, he managed, trying to calm his racing heart. Alara seemed to enjoy his discomfort. You look tense, Leon, she said almost in a whisper. Maybe I should help you relax. Before Leon could respond, she activated a device that slid out from the corner of the room. It looked like a cross between a massage table and a futuristic exercise machine. This is a relaxation catalyst, she explained with a serious expression, though her tone still held a hint of playfulness. It will release all the tension from your body. Leon squinted at the device. It looks like it might tear me apart. Alara laughed softly. Only if you resist. Trust me, it's completely harmless. Leon lay down on the device, which began massaging his muscles with soft, rhythmic movements. It was surprisingly pleasant, though he still wondered how much of this was genuine relaxation and how much was just Alara's way of putting him in awkward situations. How do you feel? She asked with a satisfied smile. A little better, but I'm not sure this counts as a romantic moment, Leon replied. Alara smirked. You'd be surprised what can be. Just as Leon tried to relax, the device started making strange noises, and the massage became unexpectedly intense. Alara, is this normal? She nodded, though she was clearly trying to suppress a laugh. Yes, it means it's starting to sync your energy flow. It's a very intimate process. Leon had no idea what an energy flow was, but he couldn't deny that he felt lighter, though completely bewildered. After a few minutes, he jumped off the machine, only to notice Alara watching him with a knowing smile. Are you ready for the next level? She asked. Leon couldn't help but laugh nervously. The next level? There's a next level. Alara stepped closer, her golden eyes fixed on him. Of course. There's always a next level. Before Leon knew it, they were in another room filled with shimmering fabrics, glowing crystals, and scents that were clearly not from Earth. This is the Harmony Room, Alara explained. Here, we become closer, spiritually and physically. Leon felt his face flush. So what exactly are we going to do here? She stepped behind him, placing her hands on his shoulders and gently guiding him. Nothing you don't want, she said with a slight smile. Leon wasn't sure whether to laugh or run, but before he could decide, Alara draped one of the shimmering fabrics around him. You look good in Zintan silk, she said, her voice almost admiring. It makes your eyes shine. Leon looked at himself. I look like a walking curtain. Alara laughed loudly, a rare moment where she dropped her cool elegance. That's what I love about you, Leon. You're different, refreshing, honest, and overwhelmed. The night ended with them sitting together on the floating couch, Alara leaning against him as he tried to process everything. I have to admit, this isn't the life I dreamed of, he finally said. Alara smiled slightly. Is it better or worse? Leon hesitated before answering. It's different, but maybe different isn't so bad.